Greetings everybody, Patty here. This article comes from Natural News Blogs. Oh, by the way, this is my blog, the first blog to Natural News I've written, and it got published. I'm very excited. So let's read the article because the subject is something I've known about for about 25 years, and back when I lived in Hawaii, I did a lot of protesting. I was a very proactive activist, and I knew that the military's use of sonar was killing the whales. So me and several others were out there with our little picket signs, protesting the Navy, and we knew we weren't going to win, of course. You can't protest the Navy and expect to win, but the point is, it sure felt good to be a voice. And I promised way back then that I would never stop speaking for the whales and dolphins. And life happened, and I had to break that promise, and I felt disappointed in myself because the whale, specifically the orca whale, is my totem animal, and living in Hawaii, I fell in love with the humpback whales. I did. And it broke my heart every time one would beach or one would get struck by a boat. But anyways, I want to get on to the article here because this is what I tried to expose years ago. And when life happened, again, like I said, I felt like a failure. Well, to have this published makes it so that I did not fail. I promised years ago I would continue to speak for the whales. And now I have. I've gotten this article out there. Alright. Whale stranding cover-up by the military and oil companies. Written by, me, as I see it. Came out May 16th, but I just found out today. So anyways, on to the article. The admirals knew of the whale strandings in the 1950s, that submarine commanders and that the oil industry seismic survey teams often killed whales with high-powered nose-cone sonars, often just for sport. Scientists should have exposed the cover-up a long time ago. You think? The public demanded a law to protect marine mammals. The U.S. Navy and the oil industry were afraid that U.S. Congress might grant their wish. As mentioned above, the Navy and oil industry has been secretly killing millions of cetaceans with underwater dynamite used in ship shock trials, towed long-range underwater sonar systems, high-powered sonar in the nose cone of submarines, dynamite. Oh boy, this is so hard for me to read. Dynamite used to explore for oil. Circular dynamite charges used to blow the legs out from under obsolete oil drilling platforms. And massive charges used for undersea construction projects, not to mention all the underwater nuclear explosions starting in 1946. Putting two underwater noise polluters in control, 97% of whale science, is like putting two pedophiles in charge of an orphanage. That's a perfect analogy. Greedy whale scientists turn a blind eye to the obvious because money corrupts everything it touches. These crooked bastards sell out the very mammals they pledged to save. How will they explain this to their children when the truth finally comes out? Every whale scientist in the world should hang their heads in shame. Even if they did not take part in the cover-up personally, they have known about it and should have revealed the scam years ago. Oh gosh. The shocking 5-decade-long cover-up of the whale beaching mystery is all about dancing around the truth to protect their money source. Whale scientists offer hundreds of nonsensical reasons to answer the whale beaching mystery, and the crooked media publishes it as fast as they can. Just say a prayer for our whales and kiss them goodbye. Whoa, boy. Bastards, these people. Whales use sonar or echolocation to navigate. When their built-in systems are interrupted by Navy blasting, you may as well consider that whale dead. Whales flee from loud military sonar used by navies to hunt submarines. New research has proven for the first time. The studies provide a missing link in the puzzle that has connected naval exercises around the world to unusual mass strandings of whales and dolphins. Unusual mass strandings where multiple species of whale and dolphin beached several locations at once have soared since the introduction of military sonar in the 1950s and can be fatal. The strandings occur every year. Today we are getting a much clearer picture, and it may mean throwing out what we've been programmed to believe about fossil fuels, CO2 emissions, and global warming being the main culprit killing our oceans and planet. Now, according to research by Marine Pollution Bulletin and others, we can add glyphosate, Monsanto's Roundup Ready herbicide, to the top of the list. This is a very, very sad topic. And, but it is important information that people need to be aware of. And unfortunately, I don't see how any of us are going to get any of this to stop. So, anyways, I'm sorry for the pauses. Anyway, I'm really glad that this has been published and that this information can now get out there. Alright, everybody. Thank you for watching and have a good day.